fourth element that we looked at was fire. Obviously, all the idea is wonderful, the vision is great, the metrics are there, and but without the right people, nothing was going to happen. So fire is an important element in the business and important element of the way we do business, which is one, how do we get the right talent? How do we motivate them? How do we reward them? Now, how do we get the right talent? And in many ways, we are blessed because we started with three co-founders, which is Mehul, Mandy, and Anil, who have helped the business through and over the last 8 years or so. But it's not just them. There were many others, like there was Ahmed, Nazar, and many others who came in right at the beginning, at the very early stage, who have helped this business grow to where it is today. But we need to constantly look at it and say, how do you reward them? How do we motivate them? Inherently, I believe that motivation comes from within. Um, and as long as you figure out what you can influence and you influence it, I think you get that motivation to keep moving forward. Where we get frustrated is when we get frustrated with things that we cannot influence. So one of the early learnings that I had in my corporate career was 7 Habits class. And one of the first habits that you do is to focus on what you can influence. Don't worry about what you cannot influence. Leave that alone. But despite that, yes, we need to have a structure that motivates people. And one of the things that we have put in place is a monthly awards program. And it's not just the financial thing associated with the award. We give a small, prize that can be used, a coupon that can be used online. But more importantly, the way this is done is a complete democratic process. So it's not that the manager has to nominate someone and reward someone. It is anyone in the company can nominate anyone, and that goes through a voting process before the final decision is done. So on a monthly basis, we recognize people. On a quarterly basis, we recognize people. But more importantly, we need to get to a continuous appreciative culture. So we highly encourage everyone in the organization to use our internal portal, which is Zoho Connect, and appreciate anything that they see that they like, so that we go into a continuous appreciation rather than wait till a month and quarter end for people to be recognized. So that's one part of it. The other part of it is really the compensation structure. Yes, like every other organization, we have a basic pay, we have an incentive, we have an increment. All of that is business as usual. But what sets us apart is a belief that every employee has to be a owner of moving walls. So every employee in the business is given a share in the company through an option structure that has been set up. And these options are given to everyone on purely a loyalty basis, as in they're given on a 4-year structure, but they are given every other year. More options are continuously issued so that the person can continue to grow his ownership within the company. And yes, there are some cases where extraordinary, deliverable or extraordinary delivery from someone is recognized beyond cash with additional options and additional shares being given into the company. So I think that's unique, that as we build this business and as the value of the business appreciates, there is something that people can take back, not just a sense of belonging, that they are part owner of the company, but hopefully a financial reward when this business succeeds in a financial sense, either in terms of listing or other mechanisms to realize the value of that share or share option that has been issued. So that's really how we try to build a system that motivates and rewards people. But equally important, while these are tangible, we can look at the sky, we can touch, a fire, and or use the fire wisely, and you can flow water and all of that. There is a very important element, which is the culture of the organization, and the culture of the organization is like the air that we breathe. That's everywhere. It's pervasive.